In regards to staying in the present moment and what I had mentioned I've been practicing, it's actually helped a lot. I actually did do it every day for a month and it really... Hey guys, thank you so much for coming back onto this channel. I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded at all on this channel in over a month. In regards to staying in the present moment and what I had mentioned I've been practicing, it's actually helped a lot. I actually did do it every day for a month and it really helped me to relax and to not act, you know, on impulse, which is really amazing. And I'm currently not working on the flame dance thing at the moment because it's just not a priority anymore. That it's been really helpful and it's actually helped me already so much. I'm hoping that I'm making some sense, and in this video I just wanted to talk here about basically something that was really a difficult experience, and it happened nearly like 9 years ago, and so it's really come to me as a surprise that it's affecting me so much at this time, because it hadn't been affecting me at all for so long, for the past like 3 years or 4 years or whatever. It's just not come up that much, and I'm really surprised that it's coming up right now because it's been so long since it happened. But basically, back in 2012, I was in a short-term relationship with someone that I met online, and one thing led to another, and basically when I was younger, in 2012, I was 18 years old at the time, I was in a relationship with somebody. So as I'm editing this, I'm realising that I forgot to say that I got pregnant. This is a huge part of the story, so please keep on watching. Thank you. And I had always thought of it as like I was forced, so therefore I felt like I was raped. How I've been like talking about it in my mind to myself, and that's kind of, now that I think about it, it was a way of reassuring myself that I had nothing to do with what happened. And at the time the guy was also very young too, like we were only like 3 years apart or whatever, so I'm not going to say that he had nothing to do with what happened because it takes two to tango, you know what I mean. But recently I've just been feeling really angry with myself for the experience that I had of becoming pregnant and then losing my baby. So I was really sad and angry with myself because I couldn't say no. I wasn't strong enough to be vocal about what I didn't want, which was unprotected sex. I just didn't want that. But I wasn't strong enough to say no, or not say no, get the guy to not do what he did. And I had always placed the blame on the guy, but now that I've thought about it and it's been some time, I'm a lot older, and I've come to realize that he is actually a reflection of a part of myself that I didn't want to admit I had, which was a part of me that was just too weak to protect myself, because at the time I was a lot younger. I had not much experience in the area of, you know, relationships and stuff. I was really lonely and I had no friends, so, or mostly no friends, so I was really naive and I was very inexperienced. So that led to me feeling somewhat happy that someone was paying attention to me, and then because I had no experience at all, or not very much experience dealing with this stuff, I felt the need to just agree with the guy and say, oh, whatever. Like, I said no at the beginning, but I didn't push it enough. Now that I think about it, if this happened to me again, which it won't because I'm a lot stronger now, I would see the red flags and I would be able to not be in this, like, I can't imagine myself being in that same situation again, or any similar situation ever again, because I've had the experience and I've learnt to defend myself and to protect my fucking body, you know what I mean? Like, I was so stupid and when I was younger, because I didn't know any better, and I'm finally realizing that I haven't forgiven myself, and that's why I've been placing all the blame on him, even though and I'm not saying that he had nothing to do with it. Again, I don't want to say that it was all my fault, because that doesn't make any sense, because it takes two people for someone to get pregnant, right? So it's not going to be just my fault, but I'm also realizing that I couldn't forgive myself, and that's why I was so angry, because if it was all his fault, or if I felt that it was his fault and I had nothing to do with it, then I wouldn't have any reason to be angry at myself. I wouldn't have any reason to hate myself so much that I feel so appalled at the behavior that I had. I feel appalled at the behavior of, you know, what I did, and that wouldn't be the case if I felt that it was his fault. I would just have nothing to do with what happened. Okay, so from this experience I learned to be a lot stronger and to take responsibility for myself, because I hadn't been taking any responsibility for my actions and also for my body, because I didn't want to cause an argument, or I didn't want to fight, because it wasn't a very good relationship. Now that I think about it, now that I've been in other relationships, I haven't had many relationships in my life, but my last relationship, it was a lot better than the relationship I had. We had a lot more respect, and I guess there were some similarities in that, because I was insecure in both of these times of the relationships. Obviously when you're insecure, you're going to attract people who are also insecure, and although there were some similarities in these relationships, I definitely feel that my most recent relationship, which ended in 2016, so it was a very long time ago. I've been alone for a long time, which has also been helping me in a lot of ways, but anyway, that's a different topic for a different day. But yeah, so I'm realizing that, and I'm smiling because I'm really happy that I've come to this realization that I am growing, even though these two relationships, obviously they ended, so it wasn't the relationship that I was supposed to, you know, end up in. But now that I think about it, I can't imagine my life not having had the relationship that I had in, you know, the one where I got pregnant. Even though there's a part of me that feels it was forced on me, but at the same time I know that everything is destined, and like, not everything, but like especially these kind of things, like big events like becoming pregnant or losing a baby, that's kind of already destined, and you're supposed to have like planned the stuff for your soul growth. And I definitely feel like I've grown, because I will never ever let anyone force themselves on me, or to be like, oh, it's fine, you know, I don't want an argument, so whatever, just, you know, I'm not going to be in a relationship or in a situation ever again where, even though I don't want to have unprotected sex, if the guy's like, oh, you know, please, like, whatever, just why not, just because I don't want an argument or I don't want to have conflict, I would never let anyone take advantage of my body ever again, because I know the consequences now. I know how devastating it will be if I ever let that happen again. So I'm really trying to learn to forgive myself and to see the lessons in the experiences, and especially the difficult experiences. And the fact that I'm still carrying this 9 years on is a reflection on the fact that I need to heal and I need to forgive myself for being in that situation at the time, because I was young and I didn't know any better, and I had literally hardly any experience. I almost had no experience like interacting in a situation like that. So this is, I guess, a journey to coming to the realization that I need to forgive myself for my past, and until I do, it's always going to show up in my life in some form or another. So I hope that if you are watching this, that this helped in some way, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys.